cause you know I'ma deliver. Every single time I'm a long-term winner. You couldn't survive in a stone cold blizzard. Daddy need his North Face or a new liver. I'ma need a new place to be a believer. You feel like a new
Are we on?
face with the same pictures.
Y'all just fucking this table
You
all
could
over
be
here.
What is that?
Y'all can't hear it, but I'm going ham with the air horn right now. Take a ham with the air horn. Put a gunshot set.
Take a figure every week.
I ain't gonna say nothing about Chris MacBook. But anyway,
Hold up, nigga. I got mine in 2018.
I feel you. Yo, we back.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm waiting for this.
Hey, we're recording, man.
That's why it's the
Hey, Dean. You can see me? You hear me? We're recording.
Dean's a tough
Hey, hit the record on that button on that for me. Not you, Ron.
What's this camera for, bro?
It's my camera.
Alright. Oh, you got your angle right, bro?
Personal
That's
camera.
your shit?
Mind your business.
That's your shit?
Mind your
I just
business.
asked if that's your angle.
Just another podcast. I don't got no angles, Chris. You're the model, not me.
Nigga, you don't want to told him to put it there.
Yeah.
You're the model, not me.
It's fur on it. What's the fur
45
for?
degrees.
I think that's for the mic.
Why?
Y'all some hating ass niggas.
I just said.
Just another podcast, episode 64.
How was that?
I wasn't.
Best show in the 757.
You can scratch the 2 out.
I know.
That is so
But at
ghetto.
least, hey, but he put it on there.
Put it
No,
up there.
because Lydia would be. Yeah,
Nah, that's
It would be
hated.
what?
It'd be
Yeah,
37.
yeah, exactly. We would still be on episode 40.
Y'all some
Fucking with you.
bitches. Nah.
You don't do your
I
job.
didn't even know
well.
we was recording. It's Sunday.
Alright.
Like it's a new day.
Shout out to everybody that listens to us.
Listen, the day's been sliding
Hey,
by.
I'm introducing the pod.
We'll do that.
We
One
appreciate
day.
our 300 something subscribers.
Hold on. We get.
He about to go crazy.
Like, yo, who gave him an air
He
horn?
about to go crazy.
No, I'm not.
This nigga itching. Look at him.
About to go again. He got to hold his arm.
I'm trying to introduce the pod.
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Damn. Shout out to all our first time listeners.
He's scared of bullshit.
If you here and you haven't done it yet, like, subscribe, hit the fucking bell, stream us on Spotify, Apple. We everywhere. We everywhere. You got Skittles?
Yeah, you want some?
Oh, that's a regular pack.
Oh, call you basic.
Classic, isn't it? Man, they cool.
You don't want
What you like, bro? The blue pack?
This nigga Kadeem will shit
wild
on you in
pack,
any
yeah.
arena.
I'm not shitting on nobody.
The pack, no.
The purple pack is, come on, man.
The blue pack is the best.
Look, everybody likes other packs but the red, but I'm the one shitting on the red
It's
pack.
classic, though.
Bullshit,
It's
yeah.
classic.
Yeah. Come on now. What?
You know,
Nobody poo-pooed away like, no. It's
Let me get like 5.
it's the regular one.
Let me get like
I
5.
pictured
You
all
my nigga, dog. Hey, I fuck with you,
Oh, wait, huh?
Kadeem.
who's
Fuck
out here?
with you,
Lydia's
man.
here. For some reason, this is
With
a
a handout.
daycare center. Dean is here.
Dean.
Young Ron is here. Abe's back there doing his thing. Chris Featherston, make sure you say the Featherston.
What's up, y'all?
Brother Els,
Yo.
I'm your host, Pro Dad,
There you go.
aka No Substance Dean. They still don't think I got no substance, man.
Who says that?
Seeing the throw up
They
on you,
said-
bro?
Yeah, oh yeah, Sienna's been well. She
She
ain't
blew
been
chunks
wild.
up. Was it bad? Or was
No. The throw up is very light,
Okay.
but sometimes the diaper has exploded a couple times. Not on me.
You got poop on your finger?
No. Now, one time I was changing the diaper, and as I'm changing it, nothing's in the diaper, and then she starts pooping.
I never had that. That shit
It was
is.
so much.
No, I never had that.
You like, no, I was like, ah! I was like, what happened? Got her clothes and shit. But nah, Caitlin will be holding her, and then it'd be like yesterday, it's just holding her, and then all of a sudden it's just like running out. And I'm like, oh! I got on the mirror. I'm like, no!
He got shot. I'll never get that time my little brother peed in my cousin's face. That shit was hilarious. She was changing his diaper. That little nigga said, pissed all up in her face, bro.
Changing her is crazy, but it's just weird.
Times like that, I'm glad I'm not a dad.
It is weird.
No, it's like you gotta clean it, but you don't want to.
Be invasive.
Exactly.
No, because Caitlin be up like I'm like
Cause she know how to handle it.
Yeah, I can't get. I'm not getting up in there like that. That's pause. That
Bruh.
sounds so crazy.
Bruh.
But I'm not. You know,
Yeah, I
because
know what you
sometimes
mean. No,
the
I
exploded
feel him.
diaper, the doo-doo comes. It comes
I
up
feel
here.
him.
It be everywhere.
You gotta get in
and
there.
you gotta get in there.
Nah.
You gotta like hold her because she be swimming.
Nah.
Sub.
I be like, yo, can you please get your mom to teach you how to do this on your own? Please,
I'll
it's
be
time.
like, you got this one because I'm not gonna be as thorough as you know on that. So yeah. Shout out to Sienna and Caitlin at home holding it down. She growing fast. This shit crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, and shout out to Diamond. She not here, but hopefully Lonnie have a triple double.
Yeah.
I seen Lil Life. He gets a bucket.
He a bucket.
Get a bucket. Get a bucket.
Okay. Drop some horns for him.
Say less.
Like, don't miss your opportunity.
Say less. Some gunshots.
Out here.
Oh no, y'all was shitting on my finger 5 seconds ago.
We out here. We out here.
What? What?
Y'all not gonna come
We
for
were
me
doing
for
what?
Y'all
Shitting
not
on
gonna
that
come
shit.
for me for that one and let him say what he said before the pod.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, it's
What did he say?
the
How you
context
can't-
though.
It's context,
What
right?
is
You can't-
it?
Well, no, we're not
context
doing
is
this.
everything
We're not
when you
doing
say
this.
he doesn't give-
We're not
he doesn't
doing
He doesn't give a good 3
this,
rounds anymore.
He said it multiple times. I was like, he just doesn't have 3 rounds in him.
That shit funny. Just laugh.
I was down. I was like,
Just ride the wave,
No,
bro.
bro, because there's no other way to say it. It's like,
Okay, he doesn't.
it's
you could have been
messy.
like, he doesn't rap good for the whole every round in rap.
Yeah, you can't even
He's
say
just
perform.
not good for 3 rounds
You
anymore.
can't even
I was
say
like,
perform.
It's no
Yeah, you
other
gotta
way
say
to
rap.
say it,
Yeah,
bro.
you gotta literally
they
say
do
rap.
it in rounds.
His
bro.
bars aren't. He doesn't keep the consistency with
I'm not
his bars.
dodging around for you niggas, bro.
he's not hitting for 3 rounds no more.
The actual statement was he doesn't come with 3 rounds anymore. That's the actual statement.
You supposed to be on my
So
side.
take 5.
He was here. He heard you
Take
say it.
5 rounds.
I know what you're talking about though. We're talking about battle rap.
I know what y'all was talking about.
but
But it's still, when
when
I'm
I
doing
heard it
something else
back,
and all
I
I
was
hear
like,
is,
yeah,
I'm
that
like,
I had no clue about what y'all was talking about.
Not coming after 3 rounds is either crazy stamina or a pussy is trash. One of the two.
90 minutes.
But there's a but a round,
A round is after I bust a nut.
coming signifies a round.
yeah.
I suppose. But,
No, it does.
But still. Oh,
Round
coming for
over.
who, though?
Our climaxes signify rounds, not y'all's.
Facts.
round over.
I guess so.
No, facts.
There's a one
Y'all are
very
tapping.
elongated round for
Flawless
pussy is trash.
I be tapping.
Nah,
There's
the
enough
second
for
round
I
is
me.
talked about
always
that a few episodes ago. I be like, I be trying to keep fucking through the nut. Nope. Hips be like, nope, it's over, bro. Give it another 30. Give it 30 minutes.
They got bad hips at 30.
Y'all ever had a chick? It's not bad hips. My hips won't let me. Y'all ever had a chick stare at y'all for the second round? You not ready?
Hips don't lie.
You ever had a chick stare at you for the second
Hips
round?
don't lie.
I give you that one. That's
You got bad.
How to do what?
I stared
Y'all ever had a chick stare at you or press you for the
Stare-
second round? You
like
not ready?
ready for another
you
one?
turn
Yeah,
it
that's
like-
when she's in there.
Yeah, no.
Nah,
Oh, you talking? No. I thought y'all
bro.
talking about like, yeah, it's the second round. She's like, damn, this thing ain't finished yet, like that. But no, not. I'll be right back.
That shit be the funniest one when you get your first nut in before without her knowing it, and she like, oh, this nigga's not coming.
Yeah.
See, they be like,
Little
Oh,
did you know.
When you pregame?
yeah, you know, we saying it's not gonna be quick this time. It's gonna be, yeah, right. The 2-hand twist ain't cutting it today. Keep going.
Hilarious.
God damn it. She look at you just like this.
Still here.
Feel good.
Obviously, from what y'all can see, we're gonna be shooting the shit today on the bottom.
That should be
We
fun.
got a guest next week. Shout out my man Matt. He coming through. But I heard you niggas ain't gonna be here, so
Be in Nolans.
no.
Neither of them.
I love New Orleans.
Y'all got the
You
quarantine.
not gonna be here either?
New Orleans.
Oh, listen, nobody cares if you're here or not.
Y'all out there, hit us
It's a
up.
I think Kadeem doesn't like me.
You think that?
I'm sure.
I'm
Um,
100%
Look at his face.
sure.
I think that's valid.
I know,
I think he
right?
loves you.
I think he loves you.
he loves
Right.
you.
Yeah.
But like,
Some days,
do
maybe.
you like her?
Some days, maybe.
Every other
Some
Wednesday
days,
between the
sometimes.
hours of 12 and 12:15.
Sometimes.
I think she has her moments.
Come on, Kadeem.
What?
Do you like her sometimes?
She's a bald eagle like on your shirt, nigga.
Do you like eagles?
No.
I think eagles are beautiful.
Not as much of a.
Y'all ever seen an eagle in like real
Oh,
life?
y'all are saying me telling her she's a bald eagle is too high of a bird.
Yeah.
She's a pigeon.
No, eagles are a very beautiful bird. to me.
Oh, hell
She's
no.
not that majestic.
She's a
Hell
crow.
no, I'm the
She
leader
a
of a
crow?
flock.
Even crows have a semblance of beauty. I think pigeon. Pigeons are
that's
annoying.
weird.
Or a seagull.
Or a
You
geese.
kidding?
Or a seagull.
Nah.
You
Not
cross
a
the
geese.
street and you
I'm a-
slowing us
No,
up. and
seagull.
shit everywhere.
Seagull.
I'm an egret.
Seagull. Seagull.
I'm an egret.
Seagull. Seagull.
I'm an egret.
Seagull.
I'm a
And
fucking.
you live in Virginia Beach.
Fucking
Seagull.
wood-
I'm a
Woodpecker.
swan out
Seagull.
here.
No, seagull.
Negative on
I
the
caught that wrong.
I'm an egret.
A beach
Say
rat.
I caught that.
Flying beach
What do you
rat.
say? I didn't know. Right.
Flying beach rat.
That's what they are.
No, I do like my cousin. She's just a bird. That's all.
Okay,
Oh, I did want to talk to y'all
Smile.
about something. We was
Everybody had
talking.
their season. You had your season where if you were a girl, you would have been considered a bird, but you just prefer to tell yourself you're a wolf in sheep's clothing.
No.
No, I'm a man.
But if you were a girl, you'd have been a bird. A super bird.
We've talked about this before.
A super bird.
There's a double standard, and there should be.
Right, and I couldn't give half
Men
a
are
fuck.
conquerors.
So am I.
And I done conquered some shit.
What have you conquered, Lydia? What have you conquered?
I get what I want. If I lay my eyes on it and I want it, I'm gonna get it.
Okay.
Heard.
Okay.
But she's only talking about guys, though. She's not talking
She's not even talking about guys. She's talking about penis.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
bird.
You have to be talking about penis.
Oh, who the fuck let this guy in my studio?
Oh yeah,
Bro,
what's that?
I told y'all who I think it is.
Who is it?
We have a pod mystery, guys. Some guy just popped up in our studio, posted a story about
Turn
it.
the light on.
One of
Chris
Chris's
tagged
friends.
He did. I thought I
One
was
of
he
Chris's
turned
friends
Abe's light on.
That's my light.
It's his.
Well, my bad. Your light. Turned your light on.
on his.
That is
Turn the light on. Took a selfie.
Not for this light.
Yeah,
Took a
light.
selfie in our shit. Tagged us in everything.
Bruh.
But it must not have been a real tag because I couldn't even fucking find it. You know, if somebody tags you and they really tag you, you don't have a link. It'll say so and so tagged you. You can go to the story. and
But
see
he
it.
saw it.
I
And
saw it. That's how I saw it.
I didn't see it. Yeah. I look forward.
With
to
that
it.
being said, I'm
You're-
erasing everybody's code to the door.
I don't have no code, so
I have a code.
I don't know who that was, but I kind of wanted to know who that was because I liked his face.
man,
They
that
want
shit,
me.
See,
that shit was
she's
so
a
funny.
bird.
I can feel the
That shit was
annoyance.
so
I think-
corny, bro.
I
was
think
like,
it
yo,
was
I
B.
wake up and I see this. I was like, yo,
I
who
think-
let this nigga in
I
here?
think it was B. I think it was B.
I asked him directly.
Why he ain't
didn't
say
answer.
nothing?
I asked
Oh,
him
he didn't
directly.
answer?
You asked him directly. He
Then it
didn't
was him.
answer.
It looked
I
like
think
one
it
of
was
Chris'
B.
friends, bro.
The
I'm telling
mystery
you.
He did look
solved.
like a nigga Chris might know.
Might hang out with.
Not hang out,
Just
but
because
Have
they're
y'all
the
seen
same
the niggas
color.
I hang out
No,
with?
no, actually, no. He do be with some savages. It looks like a nigga that like.
I said no.
No. Like if Chris walked in the club and he was in the club, they might see each other and be like, "That's my comp today." That's the nigga that he's competing
That's a
with.
good one. That's a good
Doppelganger.
It's gonna be one of those nights.
Spider-Man. That's a good one.
Shit. One of the easy nights.
You in this territory, bro? Miscommunication, bro.
Yeah, we
I'm
not
gonna
both supposed
I'm
to
going
be
to the other
here.
end of
Go
the
ahead, yeah.
I'm
We're
going to
not
the
supposed
other
to
end
be
of
in the
the
same
I'm gonna go
place.
down the street.
Two of us in here. Now they're thinking it's
Was that not another teen movie with the two black guys?
Oh yeah.
That was a good one.
But
I
damn,
don't
I made me lose my
know
train of
who
thought.
I know,
that
we're
guy
talking-
is.
Oh, yeah, I remember now. So, I was having a conversation the other day at the crib. We're defining roles. I personally do not believe in gender roles at all. But in my household, to keep shit moving smoothly, we had to decide, since I'm the man, how we doing things. We don't split stuff 50-50. I'm the guy, I'm rolling shit 60-40, 75-25, whatever the number may be. With that being said, doesn't that carry an extra, like if we have a vote, I got 2 votes, she got 1?
You got more majority share.
it should.
Yeah.
Depends on what you talk about.
Now, I want to clarify. This does not mean I think I'm better than her
yeah,
or I look down on her. I'm just saying as we run my household, I'm majority stakeholder because I'm the man. You asked me to do these things, and we've already had this conversation, so we're square on this. We already know what we stand.
I think so.
But I'm asking for everybody else, and like when people are just like, "Oh, men don't do this, men don't take care of this, they don't blah blah blah." Once you tell a guy, "Hey, I need this, and this from you," and he's doing that, doesn't that give him a little extra cachet?
You got to
Yeah.
make sure your scales are the same, man, with that kind of shit. Because women weigh a lot of intangibles differently. A lot of things that they do that don't cost money or whatever, they weigh those things differently. So, I don't know. It depends
Some of those
on that.
things weigh. Especially if it's something like if she takes care of the kids and it's like say childcare, that's taking away an expense from us. So that should have a different type of weight on it. But I'm not even just saying financial. I'm just saying like I don't even know what decisions because we haven't even came to no kind of real decisions. We were just talking about this the other day, and I was like, she's like, "Oh, you don't see me as an equal?" I was like, "No, that's not what I'm saying. It's not. I see you as an equal, but is in this business of our family,
Right.
I'm the CEO." And there's nothing wrong with
I'm
that.
about to say you got the last word. You can seek counsel. You can go to your board.
Of course,
but you have the last say. You can be like, okay, I hear what y'all are saying.
Yeah, but I ain't rolling.
Yeah.
But
And that's what I was
I
gonna say.
still might go this way.
As long as you make sure that she understands that you took her counsel and you really molded over your mind, it should be okay if you decide to go to a different route as well.
Facts.
Because you are the head of the family. Men are supposed to lead. Okay, if you the head, she the neck.
No, he's the head. She's the heart.
Nah, she the neck. So for
wo-
support and
the
guidance.
woman is the neck.
Yeah, I got that from a movie.
No,
To say this
Yeah, they're
analogy because I
the
don't think
woman is
you
the
said
heart.
I was not.
She's the
I
heart.
don't
I
know.
mean,
The man
yeah.
is the head. The woman's the heart.
Why we can't just have 2 different bodies and I make
And
decisions?
I think, and that could be very well the case too. I don't believe in
Yeah.
gender roles either. I believe it should
I
be
do.
Because I
specific
cook
to
and
that
clean
person.
shit. I cook and clean and do all
That's what
those
I'm
things
saying.
too.
You should lean towards your strengths.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
No, I
Your
don't
first
do
strength
it.
is
I'm
cooking.
just saying. So like as
Yeah,
a
we gonna lean
man,
there.
say, all right, like I'm supposed to pay the mortgage. I'm supposed to make sure the mortgage is paid. I don't want to. I'm never gonna fall short on that. Because if I did, then I'm the.
You're going to hear it.
Yeah, man, would I? You were short on this, that, and the third. So I just try to make sure anything I say I'm gonna do, or like that's my responsibility to take care of. I'm gonna make sure I take care of my responsibilities. I need you to meet me on yours.
Because it's not gonna be shared if you fall.
Not at all.
It's always gonna be shared in your wins. And as a man, I'm just gonna say this, just from a man's perspective, it's always gonna be shared in your wins. Oh, we did it, babe.
Yeah.
But if you start falling off,
Yeah, we didn't fall off.
you fucked up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good
fucked up,
point to
yeah.
make, because it's like, damn, like no.
I would hope that wouldn't be what it is. I know that's normally what we would see. Like that's what you would
Yeah.
see. I would hope for like that one time where maybe you don't have it all together. That's like, yo, we've been building together. I've been trying to, lift you up so that when this does happen,
Right.
you can hold it down.
That's what it should be.
It should be.
Yeah, that's what
It should
should
be
be.
like that.
And I'm not saying that's not what I have.
Yeah,
I'm just giving a general. No, I gotta clear that up.
Of course, I know.
It's that phrase
okay.
that a woman's loyalty is tested when you have nothing, and a man's loyalty is tested when he has everything. So
That is a.
Throw a little gym out there. Look
That
at
ain't-
Nick
that ain't
talk.
me.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm
that ain't
saying.
me.
No, but it's-
I know, but it's a little gym though. It's a little-
Copyright infringement.
but it's
About to get
I think it's true though.
No,
A
it
woman-
is,
A
'cause
woman
when a-
shows it when y'all have nothing. When you fall or when you make a mistake, that's when she shows
Right.
where she stands. So
Yeah. Yeah, because it's easy when you got everything together. But when shit fall off, you gotta see like, yo.
You got everything together.
And hopefully,
Everything's easy
shit don't
breezy,
gotta
boy.
fall off.
But that's why you have to go through times like that. We have to have assessments. We have to be assessed every now and then. Let me see where you stand with me, and that's when you should pay attention the most. When you falling,
Right.
see what people come through at, see how they act, see how they treat you, all kind of stuff. It's very important. Same thing with men. When a man is mad at you,
I have another
women pay attention to how he treats you still.
I didn't even
He was
say-
opening the door for you when things were good. Does he still open the door for you consistently when he's not feeling you like that?
Nope.
Ooh, question.
Oh, go ahead.
Would y'all ever like, say y'all were cajillionaires or whatever?
Cajillionaire.
Would y'all ever like
What a kid.
test the girl you was at and be like, oh, I ain't got no mortgage this month. What we gonna do?
I don't know, man.
And see how she act?
I don't like playing them kind of games.
I don't
believe you should, but I just think it's a fun question.
I'm getting to the point now where I don't believe in double standards with men and women. A woman wants a man that can go get
Look at
it.
Chris coming over to the dark
I
side.
didn't say shit
No,
about that.
a
I
woman.
said you
No,
can
but I'm
test
saying
her
it's not
and
really
see
a
how she
test.
act.
Women are supposed to want a man that can go get it.
I'm fat.
Fucking shit.
I'm just sitting here.
How did you break the chair,
Dude,
man?
the chair. That ass too fat, Ron.
Oh, this nigga broke the chair, bro.
I know it's just from IKEA, but damn.
I was just sitting there, bro.
This nigga
That's
broke
faulty equipment.
That's funny.
Hey, sue this nigga
He
dead,
about
bro.
to sue us. Oh, no,
Yeah, that's gone, but you might have to go
Yeah,
get it
I'm
on
gonna
Oh wait, you
outside,
wanna
brother.
switch?
I'll just go get a wheelchair.
Go get
Okay.
a switch.
He's so disgusting. Damn, I forgot what I was saying.
Oh, man.
No, women are supposed to want a man that can go get it, man. That's just
Yes, but like
the
you just
nature,
said,
man.
yeah, but like you just said, you find out what your woman is made of when you don't have
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
So
yeah.
say, would y'all ever test her? Be like, ooh, I ain't got
I
it.
don't
What you
know if
gonna
that's
do?
always true. I mean, because it might. Like, I'm in a stage of my life. I don't think it's never gonna be that type of time. So, I think it shows when I be like, hey, let's do this, this, and this. This is your role, and you go ahead and you handle your business.
Or it shows when you say no. You can still
I
see
don't
where
say
they
no
stand.
enough.
You say no enough times. You start saying where a woman.
I know I don't say no enough.
I feel like I'm half and half. I say no. I'm good at
My
saying
nose
no.
is always for the greater good. Like, she kind of want to get an SUV now because we got Sienna. I'm like, bro, we don't need that. We got 2 paid for cars.
But you think in big picture. That's the difference between men and women.
But then I be like still looking at SUVs because I'm like,
See, that's your
I'm
problem.
liable to splurge.
See,
I don't
she
know.
don't look too, nigga. She like, oh, he looking.
No, she stopped looking. She stopped looking.
Shit.
I got a question for you, though, Bean. What you saying about the 60-40 or 75-24, whatever? You being,
whatever that number is.
yeah, you being the controlling
Interest.
interest in the business of your relationship. Do you think
Majority
a lot of women?
stakeholder.
Do you think a lot of women are able to be submissive, and do women know what being submissive
It's
is?
a great question.
Like-
That's why I posed it to y'all because I think we had to really sit and have that conversation because I think it gets misconstrued that like you think I don't look at you as an equal and that's not it. We're talking about the business side of our relationship.
Right.
I think once you can come to that understanding, then you should be straight. Like we talked about it, and now I think we're super straight. Yeah. But at first it's like, oh, because sometimes you might feel a ways like, oh, he pays for everything, or people think this, or people think that, and I'm like, bro, fuck them. They don't pay for nothing in here. They're not taking care of us.
It's not about what everybody else thinks.
Who gives a damn? And then it's like, that's my job. I said I was going to do X, Y, and Z. Let me lead.
Right. And I don't think that takes away from a woman being, a lot of women think they're alpha women. Yeah. And that's perfectly fine. Yeah. You can still be that alpha woman, but when we get here, like, we got to think about the business side, like you said, the business side of our relationship and how decisions are made in our home. Like, yes, you have a very valuable opinion in like the functioning of our relationship, but at the end of the day, if I'm supposed to be the man that leads, allow me to lead. That shows power. When you allow a man to lead, that shows that you're an alpha woman. That shows that you can be submissive and allow him to take the relationship where it needs to go.
And a lot of women, Chris always talking about structure.
Yeah, a lot of women don't do that.
Let's provide some structure.
I don't think submission. I think people just have a negative connotation on submission.
100%.
I think submission
100%.
has to do with trust. Like, I trust you. I trust you to handle the finances, so I'm submitting to you in that area. I think it's a lot of prideful shit going on, but I also think it's a lot. It has to do with proportions as well. Like, you have an alpha female, she's not gonna submit to no beta, no beta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, it has to deal. You have to go find you a man that gives you that enough space. He has that enough space above you in enough areas to where you can trust him in those areas. Like, if you feel like you on par with him in everything, like, I'm as physically strong. I'm not. He's not physically imposing on me. I can probably take him if I wanted to in a fight. I make just as much money as him, or I handle money as well as him. Like, I'm not gonna. I have no areas to trust him in because I can trust myself enough to handle all this by myself. So it's like,
how do y'all feel being a man? Should I have some of those areas where I feel like she can handle them and I can't? Because that's another thing that I think we run up into a lot is that, people be like, oh, I don't need you or this, that, and the third. I was like, I'm a man. I'm a black man.
Right.
I got to be able to take care of myself, like, all the time. I don't have no room for, error to fuck up on that.
Right.
I think it's coming together is just that working smarter, not harder shit.
Yeah.
Like, you can do everything, but you might be stressed out trying to do everything. Like, we come together for that in a business aspect. Like, I know I can handle everything, but I'm gonna be more stressed. I'm gonna have less time on my hands. Now, if I have some things that I know you do well, then I'm gonna be like, babe, I need you to take this, that, and the third for me, and that'll free both of us up because I'm handling this, you're handling that. Now we cut this shit in half, and we have more time in our day to enjoy each other, enjoy our kids, or do more things that's gonna bring in revenue or whatever.
The key, in my opinion, to a relationship is everybody knowing their role and being able to execute in their role. It's the same as being on a team. Like, you know your role. Don't play outside of your role. Yeah. Don't get mad that you are not the leading scorer. You're not don't
quarterback throwing himself.
That's not your role. That's not your role, and it's okay. That's not your role. Allow me to play that role, and I allow you to play your role. Like, everybody should be allowed to play their position, and that's how you execute in a relationship.
You know what I think it is
how it works.
To be honest with you, I just think men and women are in competition nowadays. It's just simply put. A lot of men and 100%. Women are in a secret, subconscious, whatever you want to call it. They don't want to admit it, but they're in competition.
I think society
I don't think it's that.
has put us together
for
against
one
each other.
reason or another. I just think they're afraid of each other. For whatever reason.
Those both can live in the same world. Like, if I'm competing with you, I could possibly be scared of you as well. Like, this nigga's gonna see my weakness, or he's gonna, and that's what it is. A lot of men or women nowadays, women have a lot of pride too. Y'all going to make y'all money. Y'all don't want to show this man weakness, because what happens when you show weakness? You get taken advantage of, and that happens.
Ooh, let me teach a sermon.
So it's like, that's what I say. I think submission is. That's why I think submission is just more about trust.
Teach a sermon?
It's more about trust. If you don't want to submit to that man, you don't trust he can lead you to the promised land.
Exactly.
Like,
I'm traditional and old school and all that shit. I feel like gender roles are the fucking thing. I'm saying when I'm in a relationship. Shut up now, because you don't know how I am inside a relationship.
I think honestly, I think all women want to submit. I think all of y'all want to submit. Y'all, and I'm just talking about
the idea of submitting to a man worth submitting to.
Right.
makes me wet, okay? I would love to find one. Where the fuck are they at, okay? And everyone that's not worth my fucking time thinks I'm a cold-hearted, jaded bitch. And guess what I am, okay? When I find the one that is worthy of my submission, I am the best wife, the best girlfriend, the best mother, all of that shit. Because that's what I was born and bred to do. I know how to do that. From my mama, from my grandma, I know how to do that.
No, I feel you. I think it's just the fact that a lot of our women don't trust us nowadays.
Exactly.
And it's warranted. It's warranted to a degree. But we got to understand this is very much a three-dimensional opposition around us, that some men are lazy, some men are oppressed, some men can go get it, some men have better opportunities coming out the gate than some other men. So it's like, I don't know, it's very much a nuanced discussion. So
that was great, Chris.
What?
I don't want to say the word segue. But there's nothing on the board, so he didn't know. But it was so one of our fans, shout out to Brian, he got his own pod. But he used to work for me. I was running this project in my old job. I might be going back to that job too, but I haven't decided yet. Second
This nigga's greedy, dog. God damn.
Nah, man, I'm just
greedy.
I gotta
continue.
Stop stroking the mic like that, bro. Stop doing that on camera.
You taking a job from another black man? That's crazy.
The job was for me.
You're
but anyway,
wild.
Go ahead.
so he was saying he went on an interview, and like Chris was saying something about opportunity, so that was a good little segue in. So he had an interview, went great, got the second interview. He said at the end of the interview, the dude was like, Brian, there's a place in this company for you, but it's not always what you know, it's who you know. So his question was, how do you leverage connections to your advantage? Opportunities are closely related to circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are victim to their circumstances, and you have the power to change them, but opportunity only comes so often. So I wanted to hear what y'all had to say. He asked me, I was supposed to text, my fault, I was going to write back, but you know, I got a baby, so sometimes sometimes I be about to do something, and I was about to grab the chairs.
Yeah.
And I had to do house stuff, and then I got in the car, and I peeled.
Yeah. No chairs.
No chairs. But I sit on the couch, so I didn't even think twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the question is, how do you leverage your network?
How do you leverage your network, and then how do you almost help create opportunities for yourself?
I think the biggest thing, I'm just going to say one thing, and I'm not going to go off on a tangent. I think the biggest thing is just to know where you're headed. I'll say that.
I was going to say the same thing.
I'll say for the question, I think the biggest thing to that would be prepared for the opportunity when it comes.
Facts.
Yeah, if an opportunity presents itself and you're not prepared to take it, then that's just going to pass you by. So just always be prepared in whatever field you're in, and when the opportunity arises, then you be able to take advantage
Stay
of
ready
it.
so you don't got to get ready.
That too.
I think when you know, you about to say something?
Abe had a deep sigh. I heard it.
I mean, it's really not even about net worth per se. It's more about your network. Your network will grow your net worth.
No, he didn't say net worth. He said network.
Oh,
Network.
that's what I
We
said.
weren't talking
Net
about
worth.
money.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I was
He
confused.
was saying something because the dude told him sometimes it's who you know, which is true.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is who you know. Sometimes who you know can get you
He told
over
him
there.
that
kinda-
in an interview, though?
It's kind of
Like,
not even.
he was interviewing for
sometimes.
that job?
Yeah, he said it was a second interview. He told him that
That's
afterwards.
It's
I
kind
thought
of.
I
It's
shot
kind of not
myself in the
sometimes.
foot that way too. Like, I don't have no friends from high school. I don't have no friends from college. Period. I went to class. I carried my black ass.
And
That's it.
And you
I
know
have
one
no
thing
friends from them,
that
so-
kills us is the group aspect. I think black people have a lot of pride, and they feel like we got to do it on our own and struggle on our own and all that stuff, so we don't open our mouths and just talk to people.
That is silly.
That's true.
Like,
I don't
That's
know.
true,
Yeah.
To Lydia's comment, I think you got to surround yourself with people that are going where you want to go or already there. So if you're surrounding yourself with a certain subgroup of people, you're not going nowhere from there. Y'all all in the same place.
No. My issue was that I isolated myself.
Yeah.
Like I always tell people ask me, I have 3 friends at max 4. Period.
And that's
Everybody
fine.
else,
I don't think that's.
I don't
Yeah,
know
social-
nobody
yeah,
else.
social-
So
People
I was
that's
cool
what
with
I'm
in high
saying.
school,
I've
and not the
shot
people that
myself
I
in the
looked to
foot
for
because
those
I don't
things.
have no
Right.
connections.
Yeah.
I don't have no network. I don't have no nothing.
But you've
Period.
been on jobs before, and the one thing we do is we go on jobs and we feel like we just got to go into the job, work the job,
that's
and go
what I'm
home.
saying.
We gotta be a little friendlier. We joked a little Tom, Dick, and Harry, the white people that come into the job, and they're like, "Hey, how's your morning going?" Them motherfuckers is networking.
Right.
They may
That
seem
is the
annoying.
key. And that's what I was
Also,
saying. It's
not
not
an
about who
excuse
you
or
were in
anything.
high school with or who you went to class with. Those people are not the network you're
You
building.
gotta move.
Right,
You
but
gotta,
even still, I have happened to work in, like, the majority of jobs I've had were jobs where I worked independently. I work by myself.
But you're not in a building by yourself.
And you're not the only
No,
person
I'm
that
not
works
in
for
a
that
building.
company.
Period. One, I used to be a nanny. I used to work for a pool company. I used to work.
Shit, you can still
I
network
work
as a nanny.
right now as
Easily.
a QMHP. I work as a QMHP.
Shit, I know people. I know people that work in the
Those
nanny
are
jobs
places
that
where I
got a
work
lot of
with
connects.
myself and the client in their home or in whatever place, but I don't have coworkers.
But it's just you got to master
me?
that small talk. Hey, what do you do?
It's just you gotta
She's
move with
missing the
intention,
point.
like, cause
I'm pretty sure I
fucking.
am.
No,
Pretty
you
sure I
right.
am missing the
Yeah,
point.
you're
No.
missing the point.
Enlighten me, please.
I'm saying, I'm
Go ahead,
trying to tell you, I'm fucking nobody. Like, you've been out with me. You get like way more attention than you can talk to anybody.
It's 'cause you got your knees out and
yeah,
you're ashy.
but
Yo, I'm
But
staring at
you know what that is. But you know what that is.
I won't say nothing.
You know what that is.
I won't say nothing.
Go ahead, Ron.
But you know what that is? It's because
I
she's
won't
a
say
woman, bro. It's
'cause
so
I'm
much.
pretty.
Honestly, there's no in this society we live in. There's no excuse for women nowadays. Y'all can
Hey Ron,
y'all
you
can
gotta
go into a
stop being
room and
sensitive,
get.
bro. You gotta you
attention
tone
all
you
the
take
time.
them, man.
And it's easier for y'all to approach people.
Man, let Ron get his point
Ron,
on, bro.
you my bro.
No,
You want
it's
some lotion?
cool.
Come on,
I
bro.
thought I had some, but it's in the car.
Come on, bro.
You want me to get it?
straight.
Okay.
Ron,
No,
come on
but-
now,
man.
We're
To
fired.
your
Come on
point-
now.
man.
Listen,
He gonna jump on you one day.
And do what? Y'all
No,
gotta
Ron.
stop, man.
Go ahead. What was your point? No, you done?
You
done?
Say fuck your point, Ron. Don't say that, man.
Damn, man. Well,
I forgot what I was gonna
He was
say.
saying move with
I've
intention.
just
So when
got
I'm
to
in a
the
room
point.
with people, it don't matter where I'm at, who I'm talking to. You don't know who you gonna bump into. That's how you create a network. It don't gotta be the people you're around, and you gotta be friendly with them for real.
Right.
When you working somewhere, half them people ain't my friends. Half them people, I can't stand half of them.
right.
Yeah.
I gotta get to the point where like, oh my god, I love that Kadeem. I might get this job back, but they called and was like, hey man, we might bring somebody back. They was like, if you bring back anybody, bring back Kadeem. Half the people think they're my friends.
Right.
Half of them think like, yo, he really fuck with us. No, I don't. I'm good at my
Yeah, chill
job.
till you like the job, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, some of them I do fuck with, but some of them, it's like, you just gotta know how to play the room and move in the room.
Exactly.
And, yo, that's
This
why I
is
be
a
into
game,
so many
bro.
different things. Somebody like,
Yeah.
hey man,
This
I really
is a
like,
game.
I really like
just doing that
Pinochle. I'm
now.
like, yo, did
I
you see the
think-
Pinochle championship? Was
Right.
on?
I think that's
Fuck up,
where
Pinochle.
genuine people fuck up.
Yeah.
Because you may be a genuine person, you want to stay on that path of integrity.
I
Like,
don't
yo,
know how to smile at you if I don't want to.
want to smile on your face if I don't fuck with you.
Exactly. That's me.
You gotta play the game.
You're gonna be
That's
broke for a
me.
very long time.
You gotta play
I
the
know.
game.
I'm just starting to get to the point where I'm like, okay, I might have to
Yeah.
fake it,
You
and
behind
also
the
to the
ball
point
now.
where I'm like getting in my brain like, okay, I'm cute. I might be able to get some shit just off the strength of my face,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
So I'm just to that point right now.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna find that and be like,
Whatever.
But
Whatever.
I
You're
think
not
just
supposed
knowing,
to think I'm as cute
I think
as I
knowing
am,
where you're
but I
headed
am.
is key, man. So you know who to talk to, and you can listen
Right.
to conversations
Yeah.
and be like, oh, I want to work in finances, or I want to work in this, that, and the third, or I have interest in stocks, and I hear people talking about stocks or whatever, and I know I can insert myself into this circle and try to maybe get further in that area.
And to Kadeem's point earlier about this subject, when he said knowing where you want to go and like putting yourself around those kind of people, you got to put yourself in a position to be around those kind of people. Like, know where they're going to be, know what those kind of events are going to be. Like,
Right.
it's not about just a job. If you want to see yourself as, like you said, in finance, find where the biggest finance business is. Find out who's the top guy. Find out who these people are.
Yeah, you gotta do your own study.
Find a
Be
way
where
to,
they
I
are.
was
you
about to
gotta
say the same thing.
Yeah,
You gotta
you
be
gotta find a way to get
read
around
up
those
on whatever
people.
you're trying to be.
Yeah,
Right.
you can't just
goes back to being
inject
prepared.
yourself in a circle, and then the motherfuckers look to you to say
Right.
something, and you
You
like,
have no clue.
I just want to make money.
So,
No, bitch, get the fuck out of here.
you finally get yourself around the room and then they
Right.
like, oh, what do you think? And you're
Right.
like, huh? No, you can't do that.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Find
you
your
got
opportunity.
just like Elliot said at the beginning, you gotta be ready.
Yeah.
For me,
I
I don't
do.
even want to go to Best Buy and they could tell me some shit about the TV and I don't know. So anything I'm trying to get into, I want to know everything there is to know about it. So when I am around somebody and they're talking about whatever
You can't tell
subject
me
it
some
is,
shit.
I'm well read on it too. So now they're looking at it like, oh, he's serious.
Yeah.
He not playing. So a lot of people just want to be around you so you can, uplift them. Nah, bro, you got to do like Ron said the other day when he want to try and get nigga no credit. He was like, yo, I still had to do all the work. Yeah. You gotta do all the work. Nobody's gonna do it for you. Especially us, we're black men. You could get some stuff off because you look like a gremlin, but I don't know.
When you
trying to
hunting,
play me. I'm cute as
no,
shit.
but for real, when you hunting and when you going after something, it's not enough just to go after it. You got to
Yes.
understand what that something needs. That something is going to need something from you as well. That business that you want to get a job from is going to need something from you as well. So you got to study that business or whatever and understand the holes in that business or what that business requires and be that to the point where you don't even gotta run after it. It's literally like you can manifest yourself enough to the point when you walk in a room that something's gonna see you and be like, oh, that's what we need and it's gonna come after you. If you really are proficient in that way.
Right.
Yeah.
Make yourself available for the opportunity.
Always, man. You gotta be ready. Stop looking. People be looking for handouts. That's really what it be. They be like, want a hookup. Ain't no hookups out here, man.
It's not for us.
I was literally about to post something like that. I was
You
like,
hooked up
less
if you're
hands
right.
out and more hands in. Don't ask me for something. Ask how I can help. Like, for real. Like, I don't want to come sit down on the couch at the podcast. I want to ask how I can help the podcast.
But you don't never ask that. I'm just fucking with you. See, look, about to get in this feeling.
I'm not, but it doesn't even apply to me. I'm not a
I'm
guest.
joking, bro. I wanted to ask y'all something. I saw this question online
Sure.
the other day, and
Missionary dog.
Shut the fuck up. Both.
no, I mean, it's not. Well, don't have nothing to do with that actually.
But
But
if one had to go though.
Wait a minute.
My bad.
So-
Wait a minute. We about to
That's the crazy
come up
one
with the
gotta
one
go.
gotta go.
But the question was, when it comes to monogamy, do men feel pressured to be in a monogamous relationship?
It's
I
a
think
social
that's a
construct.
standard. So
It's the second
people
part
are-
to this question too.
Yeah,
Social
I think-
construct.
I think that's a standard. So people just think that.
Why do
yeah,
people
that's what
care
you're
about the
supposed to
social
do.
construct if you and your partner have a agreement already though?
I think we're getting
Right,
out
but
of
you
that
still have to
as
have a
as
partner
a whole. I
to
think
have
we're
an
getting out of
agreement
that.
with.
Yeah.
That's initially monogamous. You feel me?
I think people in relationships are starting to have those conversations, and it's easy for girls to be or dudes. Dudes might not be for that. Like I always say with that polygamy shit. For me personally,
If we're
with
safe and
girls-
secure,
and
I'm with
I
all
always
this
say
shit.
it like this: girls are not the same as they used to be.
Valid.
Not saying it's bad that y'all are opinionated, but y'all are very much opinionated. Y'all not as subservient as girls used to be maybe 100 years ago. Like, it would be easier to have 4 females who listen to every word that you say. But now,
You gotta be
you got
worthy
4
of
them,
4
and I gotta
females
fight
to listen
you,
to
and
everything
fight
you say.
and fight you, and
I think that's where it is too though. Like if you bring in what you're supposed to be bringing to the table, then they would be a little bit more apt to listen. A little bit more like, oh, what you need me to do? You need me to do this, this, and this. You need me to...
But it's different when they bring in something too.
That
When-
polygamy is different though. Polygamy is not the same as
Polyamory.
right. That's
They're different.
And I told him this
polygamy
before.
is
And my man Sabian did a very
You're
good
in the-
episode on Late Night Vibes.
right. Polygamy is when you're in a
This is
relationship.
Polygamy is marriage.
right. You're married. And
Polyamory,
then y'all have,
amory means like amour, like
Right,
love.
more, yeah.
So
Okay.
polyamory is the ability to love
Yeah.
more than one
All I
person.
was
I didn't wanna
talking
get-
about was just
yeah.
the 1-on-4 aspect. That's all I'm talking
Yeah.
about. But
Yeah.
with monogamy, I say it's just a social construct just because I feel like it's meant to... it's just another aspect of controlling us.
I don't know if I want to share with 4, because 4 is a lot.
That's crazy.
But maybe if you're doing all the things you're supposed to be doing, and I'm like to the point where I'm so like I can fully submit to you, and you're my husband, you taking care of everything, and I'm doing my job, and you're doing your
How many
job,
friends you- how
and
many-
you want to bring in another one.
How many
I'm
friends
not
you
gonna
got?
think about it.
She
How
said
many-
3 or 4.
We
You
can have a
got-
second
you
wife.
got 3 or 4
just
friends?
Just 2 wives.
No, how many friends you got? 3 or 4?
Max,
No, like, what's your circle? Your circle of friends is just 3 people?
pretty much.
Can you see yourself being with those 3 friends?
Those are friends. I'm not
you-
sexually attracted to any of them.
But you don't
You
gotta.
have
You
to
don't
be
gotta
sexually
do nothing
attracted
with
to
them.
You don't have to be sexually attracted to them.
No, if we're having a second wife, I want a piece of her too. Fuck.
Oh, okay.
But that's
If it's polyamory, we doing it.
that's not all
Per-
polyamory.
It's not.
It's not.
People always talk
No,
about
I know it's not, but I'm saying
But-
for me personally,
Personally, you want some.
if
of the
we're
other
if
person.
we're in
That's
a
crazy.
marriage or we're in a marriage and you want a second wife, that's our second wife. Okay, this is a triangle.
And there's a hierarchy to that as well. But let's circle
Exactly,
back
I'm
to
first
your,
wife,
What's
fuck.
your
Yeah,
initial
second.
question?
The initial question is about a monogamous relationship. Do men feel pressured to be in monogamous relationships right now? And like our time.
I thought you were saying in the fall because it's so
No,
cuffing season.
no.
Feel
This
like that,
period.
Kadeem?
No.
I don't feel like that either. I don't feel pressured.
Some days I wonder how I got here too, though. Like, no, because neither one of us was like, yo, let's be together. None of
Nope.
that
It
happened.
just happened, right?
But do you think it's more of a subconscious thing now? Like we're just programmed to think that we should just be with one person and that's it.
I
So
think
it's
so.
not like I feel a pressure. It's just like this is just the norm.
Isn't it
pro
partly
divorce.
biological to want to pair off
glad
with a
you're thinking
woman,
that.
like get yourself an Eve?
No,
you know what I'm
biologically,
saying?
it's we want to pair off with multiple women.
You want to spread your seed. You
yeah,
want to
that's
spread your seed.
biological.
I guess that is a man thing. Huh?
It's just nature, and that's why
Clearly,
a
it's
lot of
not
men run
because
into
you out here
bullshit.
too. So
I'm not normal.
But you do. You
I'm
also.
not normal, and I'm a jaded bitch.
But you know what kills
All
us
these bitches
is our
is
mouths.
Right.
Yeah,
Our
I'm
mouths.
one of them.
you're not in the club.
Our mouths kill
It's a
us
lot of y'all.
because we could talk about this nature stuff and all that stuff, but we still tell y'all it's only you. I only
See,
want to
y'all
be with
be
you. That's
lying.
where we fuck up when we start running our mouths too much.
So
Yeah.
the second part of the question is, why do women not force men to be in a monogamous relationship, but want men to be monogamous and don't offer the man, like, say for instance, a man wants more sex than the woman is willing to give. And why do you force monogamy on a man when you're not willing to hold up your end of the bargain?
Excuse me. Excuse me.
And I don't think those needs just have to be sexual, by the way.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
This is an example.
Yeah.
just that when I saw it, I
That's
was
a
like,
good question.
that's a good ass question. Like,
Okay,
If
run
you
it by me
feel-
one more time.
He's saying if you're with a woman and she's not fulfilling all the things you need from a woman,
Yeah.
why is it that there's an issue if you don't want to be with just that woman?
right.
Oh, because
Yeah.
she wishes she could and she can't. So move
If
on
I
to
can
the
be,
next
yeah,
one.
if
'Cause
I can
that's
be,
not it.
if I'm giving you
No,
what
but
you
he
want.
wants to keep that woman.
Right.
But he's like, yo, I
Yeah.
love you for this, but the only thing I'm missing is maybe the sex. Let me go get a woman that can fulfill that, and I want to keep you.
And I was just saying, maybe
Well, then
it's
you
not
have to have
sex.
an honest
Maybe
conversation
maybe
about
he
it.
likes playing video games, and she's like, I don't fuck with video games.
Right.
So maybe he just wants another girl that he can go play video games with.
Like I said,
Or
you gotta
either
have
way.
that conversation and you gotta let her know, like, I fuck with you. Can we have a third?
But
Can
why
I
is
have
it
a-
he's
can I-
asking
can I have
that
another
he's
one?
asking that why is it that we know everybody in this room know where that conversation gonna go?
It depends on what girl you're with and if you're
No,
doing
it
what you
doesn't.
should be doing.
Come
If
on.
you're
It does
handling her
depend on what
needs,
girl you're with,
if
but-
you are handling her
Literally, a
needs,
majority of
she
women
might be
are.
more willing to
majority,
allow you to do whatever you need to do to handle yours.
Lydia,
Period.
I
Or maybe
hear
that's just
you.
me.
I don't be
I hear
believing
you.
nothing
That
Lydia's
could just
saying
be
because she
me.
never been in none of these
but I'm gonna
situations.
tell you right now, we gonna get cussed out at the most maybe. You might get a girl that might calmly tell you hell no.
But y'all acting like it never happens.
You
This
gotta
does
give
happen.
that woman the opportunity to fulfill said need first before you.
That's
Also
true.
It's
Right.
also true.
And the thing of the question was when I just kept, it was so interesting to me, I just had to keep watching it. The guy asked the woman they're together, they're married, and they've been married for 10 years. So
I'm about to throw a wrench in this shit.
but it's like he was asking if he was made to be monogamous with her, like, all right, this is what you wanted, then that your part of the deal is then I should be having no wants or needs sexually
Yeah.
if you're not allowing me to fulfill that with another partner. And a lot of women,
Ooh,
I saw a lot
that
of
makes
women in the
sense.
comments like, oh no, he's tripping on my butt. In my head, I'm like, no.
Niggas can never have needs, bro. I
I
tell you,
know. You better not need shit.
What if it was the other way around?
I was literally gonna say that. I was like, what if a
Other way
girl,
around,
what if a
you-
girl came to you and was like, you know
Same
what?
question.
The dick just ain't getting there.
It ain't hitting like it used
Let
to.
me. Can I go get me a young?
But you're great.
a
But I just
young-
wanna go out
a
here and
youngin'?
find me another one.
But it's not. That's not the basis of the question. The basis is just not having enough of it. Like when I want sex, I need
Okay,
to. I
same
need to get
question
it.
then. Maybe hey man, you once a week and I
Right.
need it 4 times.
I need 4 times. Like,
Nowadays, we have
Can I go
to,
get the other 3
Who has
elsewhere?
sex once a week?
I'm just,
That's so sad.
man.
It's out there.
Bro, you crazy, bro. You're not in a relationship. You having sex more.
Okay,
more
but
than
I've been
one
in a
time
relationship
week?
and we still never
I'm talking
fuck
about
just once a week.
Right now.
It
You
happens.
still not having sex 1 time a week?
You
Me now?
Hold on,
No,
you
I've
still
drastically
not? What's
slowed
the-
down
you
my
still
hoeing.
not what? You're what do you ask?
I asked her. She was like, "Who has sex 1 time a week?"
That happens.
But she's not.
No, I'm talking about in the confines of a relationship. Y'all only fuck
No.
once a week.
But that happens. Especially when
It
you're
does
living
happen.
with
People
somebody,
get
you got
routines.
kids,
Yeah, it happens.
all kind of
I
shit.
know. I
Hits.
have
Yeah, that
all
happens.
of those things. But
So why are you
still-
asking the question?
still,
Man,
You're
that's
not
so
in a
we were
relationship.
fucking.
It happens. It happens.
We were fucking.
What
No,
was
I
I about to
have
say?
needs. I have the needs. Okay.
All right, I think that's a
Aim
very,
over it,
I
bro.
think that's a very
I'm
good
over it.
question, Elliot. I don't know.
Dean
I
is over.
also
Look at
say dudes need to start opening their mouths a little more, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think
like tell your girl what you need. Don't just because a lot of us be like, okay, you don't want to give me sex, I'm gonna go get it some other ways.
Right.
And you don't even go talk to her.
Yeah, that's
So
that's what I took from it. I took from it the communication factor from it. Like you have to be able to like say what you want
and present it in the right way.
But then but if you want me to be with you, like you have to be able to be willing to understand what I need and be willing to provide that for me because I'm providing something to you. You want a monogamous relationship. I'm giving that to you. Now hold up your side of the bargain. That's what I'm like. Yo, that's a crazy ass topic. So I just wanted to ask y'all that.
I just think people got a lot of needs and your partners.
Oh shit!
What you gotta say, Chris?
I forgot, bro.
No. Damn, you getting old, bro.
Shut the hell up.
I had another question too. There was a follow up from last week.
Go ahead.
We was talking about influences, and I was telling y'all, I was like, yo, I wasn't really influenced by all this shit on TV like that. I still don't watch TV and be like, oh, I want to be that. And then I start thinking about it more and more. I told you about Gary, and I was like, yo, even my man Will, his dad, you been to Will's house?
Yeah.
I got
Big
lost
crib.
in Will's house.
Yeah, his dad, I've known them for a very long time. But I was like, those are my influences. They're the Huxtables to me, not the niggas I've seen on TV. I know the Huxtables.
Yeah, everybody doesn't have that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I was like, damn, and, he had his own business, took care of his family, all those other things. I was like, I like rap music and I love sports and shit, but I didn't really look at those people. I think people need to look at, my mom was an influence to me.
But I was about to say, like, we really got to dig deep on a subconscious level to figure out why those things didn't stick to you, because
that's why they
stick to the majority.
I don't know why. You don't know them. Every time I see someone, I be like, you don't know. Like people, like I was saying about the cars, like you don't know what else I do.
But when you don't have somebody around you, like if you don't have somebody around you that you can that can be an influence to you, then you look outside of that.
And then when I was thinking, I was like, none of Will's dad didn't drive no big fancy car.
I was about to say that. I was like,
none of that stuff. I like those things just because those are things I like.
Why is it that? I think it's just a trust. I think it's literally a trust thing. I think a lot of us lose our kids, and we lose the trust, and we lose those kind of things that will make you look at your parents like, yo, I want to be like them. Because your parents didn't have everything, but you still looked at them like they were your examples. So why is it that these normal people, to like on societal standards, these normal people were examples to you, but maybe Michael Jordan, who has a Ferrari and all kind of shit, didn't stick?
I didn't see a Ferrari till I was damn near grown. Other than TV, and then if like when people take pictures in front of other people's cars, I think that's weird.
That's crazy.
Corny.
That's crazy.
That's a deep question though.
That is
so when I was
crazy.
thinking about it, I was like, my question more is like, why does that influence so many people? Like, that shit is fake. I remember I met Will's sister was dating this guy from New York, and he used to work with like Fabulous and all them or whatever, doing stuff. And he was like, bro, when they be in a strip club, man, don't believe that shit. They spending all that money. The club give them the money. And I'm young. I'm a young boy then. So I'm like, he's like, the club give them their money. They throw the ones. They scoop the ones up in there tonight. Then they pay them. So you thinking they in the club going ham.
Right.
And it's all an illusion.
When you find that out though?
I'm probably 15, 16.
Let me ask you a question, because this might be one thing that is a good, like, maybe thing to think
Maybe
about.
even older than that.
Did your parents feed into that imagery too?
No, I mean, my dad likes cars. My dad drives.
But as far as like the idol worship, like, oh, Michael Jordan got it all, or she got it all.
No.
A lot of people's parents fall into that too. A lot of people's parents follow that, and they're like, oh, they worshiping right with the kids.
Right.
Like, they're like, oh, he got it all, he got it all.
That goes back to what you said. Like, if you don't have somebody around you that you see actually living a life, then you can look and see what you see on TV or on Instagram or on Facebook or whatever the fuck. Like, Kadeem and me and a lot of people in our family have been blessed because we know what it really looks like to have money.
Because you had parents, that's what I'm saying.
Because you had parents that money, but I know what it's like when somebody really looks happy. This nigga right here
who follow
is
celebrities.
Happy.
A lot of parents are on those blog pages just along with their kids. Right along with their kids. So
like
the kid's gonna follow suit. Now his parents didn't do it. His parents didn't do it. So he had that second thought, like, why don't my parents follow this?
And we were
it just made
to not
him.
have social
It
media.
gave him the second guess.
Yeah.
But it gave you the second guess, though. A lot of people don't second guess Beyonce. But when you have your mom and dad, like Beyonce ain't really built like that. That ain't her hair. She made it. Like when you have parents that just deflect from all this societal shit, it'll make you think. Even if you don't believe them, you'll be like, oh, maybe Beyonce really. Maybe her body really ain't real.
She's not that great. Sorry, unpopular.
Maybe you might have a second thought. Just a second thought.
Like what is? I always look at it like, what do they bring to my life? I like Beyonce's music. That's it. That's where it stops for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what they do when they with their kids. I like Blue Ivy saying she never seen a ceiling in her whole life. I thought that was fire.
Sometimes it's not even in the thought process, bro. Like sometimes the thought process doesn't even go there. Like you gotta think about it.
I hope I can
think about it like a map, bro. Like you literally gonna show Sienna these different routes.
Yeah.
A lot of kids don't have that. They like Beyonce's God, Michael Jordan's God.
Right, because they see
like
because
they see their parents doing this shit. But when you present like these people are human. Beyonce ain't never met her day in my life. She ain't never did shit for you. I put this shit on the table for you.
Right.
But but okay, so say, and this is just like an example, but it's kind of, maybe far-fetched. But say with like Santa Claus, most black people I know.
Nigga, I was about to say that.
Ain't no Santa Claus in this house.
I was about to say that shit.
I brought these gifts.
God, I was about to say that.
So why is that not the same thing?
I was like, maybe that won't correlate.
Argument.
I'm glad you said it.
A few months ago about this same thing because she asked me. She was like, "Are you worried that you're gonna ruin your child's? Are you gonna ruin Kennedy's childhood?" I'm like, "Why?
About
Kids
Santa
only
Claus?
know what you present them. Like I
feel the
want
same way
Kennedy
about
to know that
everybody.
I go get this stuff, and I feel like it." With the trust thing, I feel like it. Honestly, I don't care what nobody says. I think it subconsciously sows dissension with your kids when you sit here and tell them about the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy, all this bullshit, all these people bringing them stuff.
Yeah,
that ain't real. So
That's
what are
your
you
ass
doing?
not.
Most of them are
Yeah,
white.
like, okay, so mommy, Santa provides for me. Tooth Fairy does this. What
do I need you
What do
for?
you do?
The fuck do I need you
And
for?
then they go to high school and they got these friends that they meet them on their level and they give them the friendship, the companionship, all this stuff, and we're already coming up short because we work out and we bust our ass, so we're not being friends with them. They already don't trust us because we told all them lies in their childhood, and then they fall off with us.
Yeah, I wonder what y'all think about that because I don't know. I just the more I thought about it, I was like, I know these niggas think I'm lying, but I just didn't. I like Jay-Z. He's a hell of a rapper.
But you knew how to compartmentalize.
I didn't really feel like. I mean, he do talk some super fly shit.
Yeah.
And he probably introduced me to a lot of super fly shit. But then, like I said, I go do my research after.
Yeah.
Jay-Z been rapping about Audemars and all that shit for
years.
decades.
Yeah.
Shit is not new.
Because your parents showed you that different. I'm trying to tell you, it's the parent thing. You didn't
then
fall into that.
See, you say that, and I was like, did they though? My parents made sure I knew I was black and what it meant to be black.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was very thorough when it came to like.
So you knew your worth.
Yeah, but then it wasn't like they weren't like. I don't know. I just watched Michael Jordan play basketball. I didn't watch nothing else.
When you don't know your worth, you're gonna lean on anything.
So,
any sense of power, you're gonna lean into it.
We didn't really.
I don't think I'm worth anything, so I'm gonna lean into. I'm gonna follow Beyonce all the way because I don't feel like I'm enough.
Worthy.
Yeah, it makes me feel worthy.
Trying to attain what
so
she
when
has,
you
that
knew
makes
you
feel
a black
worthy.
man and you knew where you came from and you knew your purpose, you said, I'm black just like him. I'm a man just like him.
Yeah.
So I'm not.
That's
gonna,
I remember one time I said something to my dad. I don't know how old. It was a couple of years ago, but I said something and it was like, I'm trying to get like something that LeBron had. He's like, bro, you never could get the money LeBron James has. It's like, how? Some white man pays him. You know that, right? They don't dribble, don't shoot, don't do nothing. He on Quicken Loans.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He on half of Detroit. You bump into him in the hallway and you wouldn't know him.
Right.
So why do we look at it like, oh, you could never get that because he is the greatest basketball player of all time?
Facts.
No.
Man, you can't tell me what I'm never gonna do. Like,
Yeah, that's
like
interesting.
you can't.
Oh, me?
Fuck it.
It's all about introducing impossibilities,
He
man.
was pointing, I was looking this way.
Fuck it.
What?
Missed opportunity. See, look.
Was I not talking into the mic?
No.
I wasn't?
Just
I'm
forget it.
confused.
I think
again,
it's a perspective shift. Like you can tell your child, "Hey,
Oh, I
Kadeem,
should have hit some air horns or something?
No.
I was confused. You
What are you
confused.
trying to
the
say,
drop.
Avery?
Oh, the greatest drop. Oh, I'm gonna still play. Damn it.
Yeah.
It's hard when you can't hear that.
That's why he's the GOAT.
Man, that's why I asked you if you wanted to do it.
Damn, brother. Yeah.
Two things.
Sorry, man. You that was perfect. Yeah. But I think.
No, you good. I was just talking about perspective.
I think when it came to people I saw growing up, I didn't idolize them like I want to be them. I took things from them. Mm-hmm. Like when we spoke about the Huxtables, I took that family aspect from them. It was like, yo, I want to have a family like that. I don't want to be them.
Right.
I don't want to be Heathcliff Huxtable. I don't want to be him, but I want to take different things from that family aspect. Like Jordan, I want to be successful in what I did as much as he was successful in what he did. Like I took different drives and like things like that from them. So I didn't idolize people, but I just took little bits and pieces away from that. That kind of made me drive myself.
How do we get people to stop idolizing them?
Again, it goes back to what I think me and Chris were saying, that a lot of people that idolize people don't have anyone in their life to idolize. Like a lot of people have parents, but maybe they look at their parents and they're thinking, well, my dad's a bus driver, and they're thinking that's not good enough. Like society tells them my dad having a good, well-paying job isn't good enough, so I'm going to go outside of that, and that's going to fulfill my need. Like I don't want to be my dad because he gets up, he's miserable. We got food on our, but I don't have the clothes I want to wear. Like I don't have these things that society tells me that I need. So let me see who does. Okay, LeBron has that. I want to be like LeBron.
And
it's not the shit on LeBron. I'm just just something.
Here.
This is a LeBron safe zone here.
We
love LeBron here. But it's just that's what I'm saying. Like people just go to outside of their realm or their circle, and that's what they look at.
I think that's a big thing, Elliot. What you said about dad coming home miserable too. You gotta watch what you show your kids too, man. You can't tell them to do the same thing you did, and you piss the fuck off every day.
I think.
So,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, tell me if y'all think this is weird, but I never really grew up idolizing anybody ever. However, I also don't want that for my son. And I don't even want him to think of me as a superhero. I'm really real around my kid. And I want it to stay that way. Because if he thinks I'm a superhero, I want him to think I'm a superhero because of the real shit. Not because I'm hiding all the, the stress. You know what I'm saying?
One of our biggest enemies. When people
I'm going to be a real human being. I want my son to grow up as a real human being.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, we have certain sayings at our house. I teach him to be strong here, here, and here. On purpose. He knows what that means.
What does it mean?
And he knows being strong here, being strong in your mind, in your heart, and in your body.
Physically? Okay, gotcha.
And we have talks because I was telling him, Dean, one day you're going to grow up and you're going to be a big, strong man. So that means we're going to be gentle with ladies, and we're always going to be extra strong up here and extra strong up here. Yeah, even if you're not strong in your arms, you will be strong in your heart and you will be strong in your head.
That's very
And I want him to make sure that he sees me
that.
that way. I don't give a fuck if he... thinks, oh, mom's so great because nothing ever goes wrong. No, you gonna see it go wrong some fucking time.
And we talked about that too.
You feel me?
I think that was something that I grew up. We seen it go wrong.
Right. And you have to.
We seen
exactly.
Like the electricity's off today.
And that's another thing. A lot of people don't see shit go wrong.
Or we lie to them.
Right. That's another thing. But a lot of parents lie to their kids too. Like they think they're protecting them, but they're really coddling them.
Exactly.
They're protecting. They're keeping them away from actual real life situations, so they're not prepared for when they come across it.
I am telling you, the worst thing that happens. We've all lied to women, right? And they've all come to us.
I'm not lying.
And a girl is all and every time that girl's come to you, I'm gonna say for most women, their emphasis is on the lie. It's on the act, but it's on the lie. You lied to me. But all I'm gonna say is this: when you tell your kids, when you sugarcoat while the lights are off, and then they really go find out for themselves, they not gonna come to you for nothing else, and they gonna look at you like you faulty.
Right.
They gonna be like, Dad, don't ever tell me the fucking truth. I want the truth. These kids want the truth. My daughter asks me questions every 2 seconds. Kennedy asks questions all the fucking time.
Do I?
And then when once she gets to that point where she figures out I can't go get shit from Dad, I lost her.
Right.
But
I try not to tell her no make believe shit either.
Yeah, like
this is what it is.
Yeah, I was about to ask. So like, say when we were growing up, the goal was you want to get good grades, go to college, get a job, work for 40 years for somebody, retire. What's y'all stance on that today?
We talk about that so much in my household that our parents' generation,
and they ain't know no better.
Excuse me.
Fault.
They didn't they think they know. They think what they're telling us or what they believe for themselves is the best.
Yeah.
Like they think, like you said, go to work, get a good paying job, quote unquote good paying
The motive
job,
is good.
and you work that hard for 40 years, and then you go
Save
home,
your money.
right, and then you live off your Social Security check for the rest of your life. They really think that's the goal.
Yeah.
And like you'll get a job, and our era or our generation, we want more. Like we want to obtain like higher shit.
We want to be able to travel.
Like we want to be able to own our shit. But like their generation, they don't understand that. They don't understand that kind of mentality that like we'll leave a job that I wasn't valued there.
Yeah.
Like you think, oh, because I was working for the city, that's a good job. I should stay there for 50 years because you would.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe in that. I don't subscribe to that.
I think a deeper level is just understanding the motive, like you said, understanding that they had the best intentions at heart.
They
And
did.
then one thing we have to understand too is the reason why we can make the moves that we can make is because of them.
That's a fact.
They laid down, and that's what this shit is about. Our kids are gonna have more options because of what we're doing, and then they're gonna look at us like the shit you presented to me wasn't enough, and then hopefully as they get older they'll understand, hey, mom, dad, I love y'all because y'all are working with what y'all had, and that's really what it's about. Every generation working with what you got.
My question was more so, like, all right, one day Kennedy's gonna be posed with this, like, do I go to college? Do I do this? Do I do that?
I want her to own something, bro.
I feel the same way. I think college is, because some jobs it's like you gotta have this degree.
Right.
Even though I don't believe that either,
Mm-hmm.
but that's what they try to tell you. And even though that creates that, I think it's like the smart way to. I want to teach Sienna everything I know about how to manage money and finances. And say you do want to go to college, you don't gotta get no loan and owe the government for
the rest of your
40
damn
years.
life.
Yeah.
If it ain't a scholarship or it ain't detrimental to your vision, and I think a lot of times we force our kids into college instead of we think it's a failure for our kids to maybe
Not
have
go
2
to
years
college.
of figuring it out.
Right. No, that's not.
And the best thing
That's
you can
way
do,
smarter.
the best thing, it is, and the best thing you can do
Don't waste that money.
is to give your kids everything, put everything out on the table, so they can pick and they can know exactly where they want to go. A lot of these kids don't know where they want to go because they ain't been shown nothing.
Yeah.
Like, and with us, we're trying to get money so I can show Kennedy everything. I can take Kennedy to these different countries. I can show her this, that, and the third, walk her through buildings and show her like everything, so she can have a much bigger picture than just doctor, lawyer, pharmacist, stuff like that. Like, I want her to have a list and know enough about each thing to be able to be like, this is what I want to do. So when she gets to her senior year high school, she knows. Like, she's
every
presented
action
all
is
these different
towards-
roads.
Right.
I want to be a business owner, so I don't need college. Or I want to be a business owner with this, so I need a college degree in this to know how to run my business properly. And it's like, if you don't got a scholarship, or this ain't detrimental to your vision once we get there, because, like, I want all of our kids to have that in their mind at their senior year. They know what they want to do. If this ain't vital to what you want to do, I'm cool with you not going to college.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with that, and it kind of goes back. What I'm about to say goes back to the point where I said being prepared for opportunity. A lot of kids growing up now are coming into high school or their senior year, not knowing what the fuck they want to do next.
Yeah.
And their parents aren't preparing them for that next step. So the opportunity is there. You might get a scholarship, and you might be able to get into a college. But when you get to that college, what now?
What you gonna
It's because
do?
a lot of these kids, their parents is giving them everything and never showed them like this is what you
Right.
got to work for, and never, So Caitlin's dad was in town this weekend. I ain't gonna tell too much of the story. I'll tell you after off camera. But I think some of it he works here, like he lays concrete or something. I don't know what he does.
Mm-hmm.
But I think sometimes he be talking to me like he think I don't work hard because I don't break bricks with my hand or something.
Yeah.
And then he be like, are y'all happy? I know you got a Porsche, this, that, and the third, but blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bro, I work just as... It's awards up there for that job, and I've done every job, fam.
The perspective.
I'm like, just because I don't want to go outside and work in the sun all day don't mean I don't
it's
work
the
hard,
generational
bro.
thing.
But
like,
you've
you
done
think,
that too. So.
Nah, he doesn't know that, though.
Right.
He doesn't know how hard I've actually
If
worked.
my son or
He
my
just
daughter,
looks like... He's just like, oh...
He thinks you're a
he
pretty
saw
boy.
the final product.
He sees me at home all day, and I don't have to leave. I don't have to leave the house at all if I don't want to.
Right.
And this money coming in, he don't get that part. He sees like we're taken care of. He came to the crib. He's like, "Damn, it's a nice home. You got everything's going on." But then he'd be like, somebody said something. He's like, or they could just work hard. I'm like, bro, that sounds like you think I don't.
Right.
Right.
No, but you work smart.
Right.
That's where we fuck up. Like I said in the beginning of the conversation, we feel like we need to bust our ass and stress.
You still
and
gotta
do all
bust
this
your
shit.
ass.
Yeah.
It's a way to do that and not be.
It's
not
with
be
motive. It's with
breaking
motive.
your back.
Right. It's with motive. I'm working my job now to sponsor a lifestyle that I want. I'm not working this shit with the intention of I'm just gonna give them 40 years of my life.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. That's
These
stupid.
white boys out here thinking about cheating the system. They lily padding these shits. Like they're like, okay, I'm gonna jump here, then I'm gonna jump here, then I'm gonna pivot right here, then I'm gonna do this. I think I give him the benefit of the doubt because it seems like he's coming from a good place because that's all he probably knows. And that's one thing we gotta understand about our parents. That's all they fucking know.
Well, we're not even told that lily pad like story like you say. We told the stories about so and so work. They started mopping the floors and then 15 years later they own this beach. Like that's the story they want to tell us all the time.
Sometimes that's a success story if you started there when you
it can be. It can be. That seems to be the only story they want to tell us.
Know where you're headed, and if you don't know where you're headed, sit your ass down.
It's a lot of people that's dying at these jobs.
Oh no!
But think about it. But give it constant
Filipino
thought.
ladies dying at JC Penney.
No, it's not really. So when I was at Geico, like the ambulance was up there probably like 2-3 times a week. People passing out, the chairs just falling out.
And to your story, when after all the spectacle, the ambulance, how was business?
No,
as usual, right?
Keep going.
Right back to
Right,
work.
they didn't want you to get off a call. They act like nothing
or a
happened.
ceremony or something.
No, just keep it rolling.
My fiance is a nurse. She had a lady that was busting her ass at that job for I don't know how many years. She had a massive heart attack. They put a picture up of her for a week, and then business as usual. You can bust your ass as much as you want. They still don't value you.
Use these jobs like they use you. Use the job. Use it. Just not for money.
Yes.
Use it.
Use it for a better opportunity.
And that's why I say know where you're going because a lot of people don't know where they're going.
Contact them like shit. I ain't supposed to say that.
Know where you're going because when you don't know where you're going, it's easy to get comfortable.
Right.
It kind of irked me last week.
When you know where you.
What hurt you, bro?
Oh, I ain't talking about jobs. Like, bro, you work there? Where I'm at now. I was like, I don't know. It's just, I don't have to work here. It's more of me being able to touch certain brands and stuff I wouldn't be able to.
Because you're using the job.
That's what I had the same conversation with myself about going back to work. I was like, all right, who am I going to be working for? Who am I going to be working with? I was like, I could just take this money, parlay it, make sure it takes care of all my expenses. Now I ain't coming out of my own pocket. And then the other check, I could just stack that or put it into something else.
About a plan,
like,
bro.
Yeah, and now that you got a plan, it's like, all right, now I'm using a job instead of it. You know, most people get in that position, and this ain't no, this 6 figures. It's like, some people, this like would set their shit up. I'm like, nah, bro, you got to get in a position where it ain't, they own you when you make that kind of money. And you know what I'm saying? Something go left. They don't own me, so I'm like in a position where I'm like, damn, I'm in a real prime time. I could take this money and do better things for my family and then keep investing in me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus...
I'm facts. 3 months ago, I wouldn't have been on a Zoom call with
Fire.
That's fire.
Dope.
Hey,
you try to flex and
say
that shit. You right.
But... Let me
That's why he been wearing the off-white 2 weeks ago.
Hold on. That's why your voice sound low raspy? You was in there hitting him with the high notes or some shit?
He was.
You was in there excited.
I'd be chilling.
You had a whole different, voice
different
vibe in that Zoom.
He won't talk.
He mad chill right here. He had a whole different voice.
Hey, Virgil!
I can't see him doing that. But to the point we made earlier, that's where you take an opportunity that somebody gave you and you're primed and ready for the next step.
Hey, Diamond, that price going up.
Hey, yo.
Hey, we don't talk about that today. See?
Hey, you better get them now.
Get them while you can. Be prepared for the opportunity.
Right.
I'm telling you.
But a lot of,
Hey,
I don't
might not
know,
be
man.
available next
I
month.
don't want to get negative with y'all, but just a lot of people don't have
If
that.
the price going up on her, what you think he gonna do to us?
Yeah,
damn.
They'll buy my own cameras. God damn it.
Shit.
About to be shooting with iPhones.
Hey, the new iPhone, nigga, Mike could just post them up. Hey, you be watching that shit, like, see, they done fucked up.
Y'all order your iPhone yet?
No, the 12 Pro Max ain't
I
coming
gotta
out
wait
till
till the 6.
Okay. So I'm assuming both of y'all will have those.
Yeah,
Of course, on time. I got a memo on my phone.
But yeah, I think a lot of people. I'm not gonna say a lot of people don't have that luxury.
Talk since I
I just, get out my brain, bro.
Cause I'm about to ask him, like,
I
hey,
just
did you get
looked
any
at it, I
box
was like-
logos that dropped, bro?
Well, I'm gonna fuck you up.
He not gonna fuck me up, man.
He gonna fuck you up.
He might come behind me one day and smack me from behind.
Punch on the back of your punch in the back of the head.
Bitch ass nigga. Bald ass nigga. I wouldn't. If you don't shut, you shouldn't punch him, bro. You should just smack him because he's a bald head. So
yeah, you
and just carry it off like that.
You might win. You might win off. Look at
I don't even think Kadeem would hit you back, bro.
If you slap him in the back of his head, if he
me.
slaps Kadeem in the back of the head and he turns around, his glasses is crooked a little bit, he might have won.
That's a loss. You lost. It doesn't matter what you. It doesn't matter. You can fight all you want. If your shit end up like this, it's
hilarious.
You lost.
You turn around, your glasses is crooked.
You lost. You can put him in the hospital after. It doesn't matter. You lost. You lost.
Smack the shit out of you, nigga.
And that's gonna be the narrative for the rest of the time we're on this pod. You better shut up for the wrong smack the shit out your ass. Smack glasses off your ass, nigga. That'll be the narrative. It's nothing you can do to change it.
Damn, man, I was trying to get serious. Fuck y'all.
That's
that
fucking funny.
Y'all some goofballs, man.
That's super funny.
Do we have any more topics?
I wanted to circle back to the relationship talk, communicating, because that shit came back to my mind finally.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
I think a lot of times, us we take certain communications with in a defensive manner, and I think one thing we got to switch is that if you're with somebody, you got to understand that person is on your side. They're not your enemy, so you can take certain things in the right way.
You mean like criticism?
Yeah,
Some people
A lot of us
criticism.
criticisms though. They don't just be criticism. Like he said, sometimes y'all could be competing even though you don't feel like you're competing. And that can create tension. Like, yeah, no, we're on the same side.
Like, I am your friend.
Right.
I am on your side.
I'm friendly.
Yeah.
Y'all ever caught the tension and then you don't know why? It's like, yo, are we good? Like,
yeah,
what the fuck is going? Are we good? Like, I don't know what's going on here.
Or sometimes I had to catch myself and be like, why am I getting defensive? She's with me or she's saying this because she's trying to help. She's trying to make things better.
I gotta get better with that.
Yeah, and it's like
the
pride will get you sometimes. It'll be like, no, I got it. No, hold up. Check your pride.
Right.
Listen to what she's saying. She's just trying to help.
That'll
make things a little better.
I gotta interpret how you interpreted something, but I know that's not what it was, and I can go in that shit. I'm like, that's not what happened, nigga.
And sometimes you do have to apply their logic.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm terrible.
Yeah.
I don't want to apply your logic.
Right.
Because you think yours is better all the time.
No, but I be right. It'd be
Right.
like,
See?
What I
It's all going on. That's survival. But
My logic
that's
is
nature.
better.
That's nature, though, because his logic has got him to this point.
No,
so
but
why am I
sometimes
gonna swap?
it really
why
be
am I
like,
gonna swap out my logic?
It really be like you might have read something
I'm clearly
wrong
right.
all the way. You might
Yeah.
have seen something and it was you like read it too fast or
Right.
heard it different, and I'm like, yo,
you're
that's not what
wrong.
it was. I'm not arguing with you.
You're
over that.
very wrong.
Yeah. It don't be that. Like if somebody tells me something and they are right, and you got some facts and information to back up your claim, then I'll be like, damn, you right. It's just rare.
I stopped arguing with
do y'all know how to
niggas.
take
I just
the
be like,
L?
yo, look it up. If you don't believe me, look it up. Because I
you're telling
guarantee you,
people
if
to
I
look
said
up? How many
it,
times
it's
you
because I
asked
looked
us
it up.
some shit? You looking, you telling
Say
niggas
what?
stuff out?
I think as men know how to take the L.
I'm about to say, do
Just
y'all
going to your
know how
question, I
take
think
L?
men know how to take L's.
No, they don't. Not all the time.
I don't
Trust.
think so.
When are y'all ever wrong?
When are we wrong?
When are y'all ever wrong?
Sometimes I'm wrong.
You can
but
literally catch a woman with dick inside of her, and she will come at you and tell you why you were wrong.
hilarious.
Right. Why this dick is inside of me?
It's your fault. Because I've been cooking and cleaning for 3 weeks. And you didn't do this. Fucking do shit.
I deserve this.
You'd be like, damn, babe, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
At that point, there's no right or wrong.
Oh no, yeah, no, of course.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, man, I think men in relationships, men know how to take L's. I think men take the most L's.
Yeah, we have to.
I think we take the most L's, but I don't think we.
We're not. We're
know how to take.
In reality, bro. In reality, we don't. But
Yeah.
in this whimsical, feely, touchy-feely world, we do.
You switch your voice up.
What else y'all got?
I don't know, man.
Sharp pop.
One gotta go time.
We got one.
Oh, we had
We
one
got
earlier.
two.
I was
I
really
threw
interested
one in
to hear
there.
y'all
We
answer.
can do two of them. Let's knock it out.
No,
Let's
it
do
was
it.
just
We got
one or the
15
other.
minutes.
Oh, that was just a joke.
That's what I'm saying.
I know, but then I was like, which one would you get rid of?
And I got a hot take because y'all.
I
not
put it
really
up
like
there
my
though.
answer.
You see it in the note.
I think we already talked about this though.
Did we?
Put it. Look in the note.
I don't look
Peep
in
the
the
No,
note.
not
Peep
the
the
note one gotta go. He talking about.
I made a new one. Peep the note.
One gotta
Thank
go.
you.
She always
Study
acting
up.
like shit hot fire and
Right.
that shit
Yeah,
imaginary.
I know. That's what I'm saying. This is
Right.
so
Soul
Shit better not be dumb.
missionary doggy or cowgirl reverse cowgirl.
Okay, so we got 2-1.
See, I was gonna do 2 because it's harder to
talked
say
about this.
doggy or missionary.
I really think we talked about this because I was joking about how the dick always slips out on cowgirl.
What? When was this?
No, he did say that. I remember he said that. That's why I said.
I was like, I don't have that problem.
She have a shallow vagina?
I don't know what's going on.
No,
Vagina shallow?
girls get a little ambitious with the and my dick curves a certain way, so it's like when you going like a certain way, it'll come out.
I want to talk about the curvature of your
Y'all asked niggas want to
No, we
joke.
didn't ask that. No, we didn't ask that.
No, niggas want to.
Nobody asked that.
I don't have that problem. No, nigga, it ain't that.
I was just
It ain't that, nigga.
It'd be like slipping out.
Hey,
Oh, they talking about my shit. Mine ain't big enough. It's the curvature. You had to get it.
this way. She wants she wants to lean forward. So I gotta push her.
Got a right angle in it.
You had to get
You gotta push that shit. Relax, bitch.
Yeah, it's the ego.
Relax.
You don't look a certain way to our female
I remember
audience.
talking about this with you, Chris.
With the curve, relax. My shit gonna come out.
I'm
Damn.
good, bro.
That's hilarious.
I already got my answer, but that's an easy one.
One's
If
true.
I'm gonna do it, one gotta go.
Yeah, reverse cowgirl.
Reverse gotta cowgirl is hyped the fuck up.
I'm good.
It's hyped. It's hyped.
I'm good.
It's hyped.
If I had to pick out of those 3, doggy can go
Doggy can go.
over reverse cowgirl or
just
missionary.
regular
missionary.
cowgirl.
So Nick,
Missionary, you're wild.
Either one.
missionary's fire.
Yeah.
No, I thought
Missionary
you
is
were
a
saying
tried and
missionary.
true
that's-
classic.
I was gonna say, honestly, I was gonna say
People say
missionary.
it's born. I'm like,
Oh, no,
you're
you're
wild.
right. Missionary.
You're doing it wrong if it's
Missionary is
born.
my one gotta stay.
Yeah, it's
Right.
gotta stay.
Fuck yeah.
But I'm gonna say this.
Doggy
I think
can go.
cowgirl. I mean, not cowgirl. I think doggy style is more so for chicks. You might not give a fuck.
Should
about.
I have
Missionary-
separated cowgirl
missionary
versus
can
reverse
go.
cowgirl? Because
Cowgirl
there's two.
is my
Those are two
shit.
different
I told you I
things.
used to send Caitlin the horse cow.
That's
told you.
different. That's different.
Oh my God.
That's
On this
different.
couch.
No.
What, regular cowgirl? What?
Where, bro? Which cushion, bro?
What?
Which cushion, fam?
Probably this one.
Which cushion?
Probably this one, bro.
All the questions.
Yeah, that's the part, man.
Now, I will say that. This is a monkey wrench. 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 When she can put her feet on the ground and twerk on the shit, that's different.
Yeah, that is different.
Should I have separated
That's what I'm saying. That's
cowgirl
what I'm
from
saying.
reverse
I'm thinking
cowgirl?
on the bed where you.
No, it's gotta be a
yeah.
couch. You gotta be sitting up. So you gotta
That's
have a bench
different.
in your room, Chris.
That's different.
You gotta have like a couch.
See, you don't have no bench in your
You got no
room.
bench.
I got a couch, nigga.
in your
Okay.
room.
No, I got a couch.
You gotta use it optimally.
I'm gonna say this. Couch sex is better than bed sex.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
it is.
It's way better.
It is. Sometimes it makes me think I'm a hoe because I'd be like,
Couch sex is great.
Why are we going to
I
bed
should
for? I
have
want to
a
have
couch.
sex. Stay on the couch.
Stay on the couch.
Oh, couch
Yeah,
sex
really.
is the best.
a good sectional with the deep pillows. You know, the deep ass cushions. You
No, I
got
got a good
mad
angle.
space. All good.
I got a better angle.
Yeah,
True
everything.
that.
I can go like this.
Yeah.
I can go down.
No, everything's better. Deer.
Start turning into Avatar. Airbender out this bitch.
I click on here.
The fuck, nigga? God damn it.
This dumbass one gotta go, man. Snickers, Reese cups, or Twix.
One gotta go Snickers, Reese cups, or Twix.
Snickers, bye.
Snickers, bye.
Peace Snickers.
Bye, Snickers.
Bye. Reese's cups and
That was
Twix are
yours,
not
wasn't it?
optional. Fuck.
That was yours, wasn't it?
Are you hurt?
That was yours, wasn't
He
it?
hurt.
hurt. Why, bro?
You said Snickers, right?
You definitely
Snickers
not
gotta
eating
go.
Yeah.
a Snick.
Ron Snickers gotta go.
You should have put
It's
Snickers
Kit
gotta
Kat
go.
in
It's
this bitch.
for.
Yeah, you should have
It's
threw
5-on-1.
Kit Kat in this place.
After Ron dubbed me on the Kit Kat.
All right, fuck it.
it.
We're put Kit Kat in the place of Snickers.
Oh wow.
Put Kit Kat in the place of Snickers, and I'm gonna pick Twix.
I'm gonna pick Reese cup.
Oh, yeah, no, Twix gotta
I
go.
love Reese's.
I think I would
Can't get rid
pick
of
Kit
Twix.
Kat because I
Twix
can't
gotta
get
go.
rid
Twix
of.
is super
I
fire.
love yes, right.
Twix,
And
Twix
Kit
gotta
Kats are
go.
super
Twix
Look,
gotta
I'm
go.
one of them
Shout out
dumbasses
to my
when there was
grandma.
like left Twix
Love-
versus
love
right one.
Kit
I was
Kats.
really into pack like. Let me
Yo,
see. Let me
Kit
try
Kats
this
used to
one.
be so much more fire when they came in the aluminum. Oh my
yeah.
god.
Oh,
I'm gonna say you
Nigga, what?
You
No, I know about that.
Nigga, you know that shit too.
Yeah.
Nigga, I love that like he's 25.
oh, bro.
Crunch bars,
31.
I'm 25 and I know about the aluminum
Bar
pack
slap
Snickers.
too.
I'm
Crunch bars
Kit
was
Kat.
back when Shaq was on the Crunch
Oh,
bars, like
nigga,
early
what?
2000s.
The Olympic shits with the gold wrap.
What?
Hard.
Wait, the
Don't
what?
worry,
Which
you too
one?
young.
No, I
You
didn't
too
hear him. What did
Okay,
he say? He
so-
be whispering.
Nestle Crunch, man.
That was the weakest one.
That was weak. The
you
sex
that.
one was a little better.
We
But yeah.
never reached a verdict.
I'm gonna
I did.
say
I
missionary
said
is the best
doggy.
position. I'm sorry.
Doggy can go.
Yeah, no.
And I like a good
Cowgirl-
dog. We all like that.
And don't let me love you.
Don't let me.
Hold your head and shit.
Oh, goodness.
What are you talking about?
You're all the way in there.
Yeah, like nigga, what?
Slow
What?
strokes. Sheesh.
Look at me in my eye. Don't close your eyes.
All that breath.
Look at me. No, look at me.
Y'all
Don't
okay
close
over
your
there? Y'all alright?
Don't close your eyes.
Y'all alright?
No, because girls be trying to run. Girls be trying to run from the eye contact.
And watch
No, y'all can't go nowhere, nigga. Girls are deceivers. When they're in that vulnerable state, they don't want to look at you in your eye. I'm like, nah, fam, look at me. Don't close your eyes just because you're vulnerable. It's okay.
You're
Look
weirdo.
at me. I'm
Look
here
people
for
in
you.
the
Look at
eyes.
me. No, fucking look at me.
Why?
Look at me. That's how you get them.
That's why he would stare bitches in the
Nah, look at me. That's how you get them. All
That's
right.
how you get
turning
them.
bitches right on and shit.
I start glowing.
Look at me.
Look at me.
I probably say it like that.
Look at me.
Put the Voldemort face on.
All right, guys.
Nigga might let out a growl.
Next week we got a
All
guest.
right, bro. You out
Hopefully
here
we can
growling.
pie.
Yep.
A growl.
You can do anything you want when they coming.
Not anything.
You can get a growl. A nigga can get a
No,
growl
I
off.
had
A nigga can
conversation
get a
with my
growl
best
off
friend.
when your
I had
legs are shaking and shit. A
conversation
nigga
with
can
my
get a
best
growl
friend.
off.
Loud. Why are you so loud? You got a
Because y'all
microphone.
yelling. I have a small voice.
But you're speaking into the microphone.
Niggas can do
I'm sorry,
whatever,
I'm
almost
sorry.
whatever they want when your legs are shaking.
Nigga.
No.
Nigga might be to slap you. Nigga might be to clean slap you in the face.
Backhand.
I might like it.
See?
Chill out. Chill out.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen, I'm a sub. That's a different conversation.
All right. Just
Close
for the
it out. Close it out.
podcast.
You closing out with the air horn.
No, that was gunshot.
That was gunshot.
Caught another body.
Watch all them shits be fart noises. And then when the audio come back.
Episode 64. If you haven't, please hit subscribe. Stream us on Spotify. Stream us on Apple. Leave comments.
We got sound effects now.
Repost.
We need to get 1,000.
Yeah.
We on the way. Episode 64. Best pod in
/62.
757. I'm sorry, I will not make any more jokes with Ron. He has not spoken.
We
since.
might need that kind of action.
He really has not said
We might need
Why
that
you
kind of
gonna
action
What
for the
kind of action?
pod.
He might punch me when we walk out.
I would be
We
so
might
weak.
need that kind of action for the
Got my shit ready to
subscribers.
record,
Close
bro.
it out.
We out here. Best pod in 757. Like, subscribe, hit the bell.
Hey, y'all, I didn't get up in the middle of the podcast.
Free diesel. Hopscotching all over these niggas. Kick rocks, baby. Let me count my figures. You know I'ma deliver. Every single time I'm a long-term winner. You couldn't survive in a stone cold blizzard. Daddy need his North Face or a new liver. I'ma need a new place.